Yo, what's up, everybody? Rage Cage 20 here. Back with Jonathan Young's 2015 stuff. Today we have Hit Me With Your Best Shot, and I was right last time. It is Pat Benatar, the wonderful and great Pat Benatar. Now, at first I was thinking like, this would be pretty cool, this would be pretty fun and or funny. And then I saw the thumbnail. I saw that he got Savannah back up in here. And she's singing. That sounds like it's gonna be real good. I could definitely see her voice suiting this song very well, and yeah. I hope she comes with that rock energy. I hope she's giving it all that intensity that Pat Benatar pops in here. Just that tone in her voice. Like, you know, if you know Pat, you know what I'm talking about. You know that energy intensity I'm talking about. So I'm excited. Let's not waste any time. Let's get into this bad boy. Boop. Drop it on down here. Jonathan Young and Savannah. Spoiler, because they doesn't put it in here. With some Pat Benatar. Let's fucking go. So quiet. I did check out this song a little bit because I went to go check out what else Savannah has done, and like she was doing it big. I think 2014, 2015. I think somewhere around 2016 or 2017. She just kind of disappeared from YouTube, from whatever she was posting on. Can't remember if it was like Twitter or Facebook or whatever it was. She just kind of disappeared off the face of the planet. It's kind of stopped doing music and whatnot, or at least recording wise, stopped doing music. Maybe she's doing some other music somewhere else, maybe in a band, or maybe just she was a different career or something. I don't know, but it's sad. She just kind of fell off the face of the world. So don't know what happened to her, but I hope whatever she's doing, I hope she's happy and she's doing it big, because she's got a good voice. She definitely got a good voice. She got a good heart. She got a good soul. When it comes to music, especially, I don't know her personally in her personal life, but when it comes to music, all those things she got. So yeah, I wish her the best. As for that song and video, I mean the video, I mean, headbands were just so in in the '80s, man. Like he's got his true Survivor '80s rock band going with that guitar solo, which that solo sounded super familiar. I want to say it was like the almost like obviously it was off of Pat Benatar's guitar solo in this song, but like the notes sounded exactly like the solo he did. I think for one of the Goofy movie songs, either like I don't know, Standout had one, so it might have been I Die, but I don't remember. As I recognize that solo somewhere, and if it's taken straight from the songs itself, it's just very possible that they were in the same key, or one of them kind of accidentally or intentionally borrowed from one another. So that might have nothing to do with John at all. Just something I noted. Song wise, the video was fun. Pretty standard Jonathan Young stuff. They're having fun, dressing up and having a good time, rocking out, good stuff. The song itself, I have mixed feelings about the song itself. Good, really good stuff about it, especially near the second half. Also, some stuff that was missing, like a little bit missing, but also not really replaced with anything. It wasn't like switched to something else. It just kind of wasn't there. Because I know the guitar line very well. There it is. I've played it quite a few times, kind of isolated in a way on Guitar Hero. So I know what's supposed to be there guitar-wise pretty well, and it seemed like it was just kind of replaced with open, echoey power chords instead, which was a little interesting. The sound in general, I liked the introduction of heavier electric guitaring and chords and whatnot. It's a different type of rock, but I just saw it was a rock cover. I didn't know what kind of cover it was and whatnot. Because it's not necessarily heavy enough to be metal. But I think Pat Benatar technically is rock in a way. Like, not like rock as we kind of think of it nowadays, but like I think she's some kind of subgenre of rock. But I don't know. Could have just been 80s pop at the time. Who knows? Who knows? I wasn't there in the 80s. I want to know. But yeah, there was some changes that I was like, okay. And then the vocals, it's like they put on the echo filter and they just like gave it gas and let it fucking go. Like it was just like not echoey enough, and just put a really weird filter on Savannah's voice for the verses, which was like I wasn't like against it, but also at the same time I didn't really like it. So I was like kind of against it, but also kind of not against it. It was very love hate. It's like none of this I hate, but none of this I love. So it's technically neither of those. It's like I like it and I dislike it at the same time. There was some weirdness in there. Overall, vocals were good. But nothing against Savannah's vocals personally. It was just the filter. It was the mix that got put on her. So it wasn't like anything she didn't do. That she did wrong or didn't do correctly. And some of the alterations were a little weird to the guitaring and instrumentation. Some of it was cool additions. Some of it was just like, okay. But at the end from the guitar solo on, they just took that dial and cranked it up. Like the grit and growl that Savannah pushes in her vocals. Fucking clean, beautiful stuff there. The drums were doing a lot of awesome stuff. Then he started guitar tapping and just the extra kind of embellishment solo-y stuff that Pat does on the vamping on the way out, finishing the chorus for the last time. Like that stuff was all clean. It's like the first half is just like weird choices, and then it's just like, okay, now we're gonna get serious, and they just cranked on for the second half. So it was really good. But it was weird at the same time, so I don't really know how I feel about it. I would listen to it again. I mean, besides the fact that we're going to, obviously. But if you know me, But like I'm saying, besides that, I would listen to it again. Like if it was on, I'd be like, yeah, this is good. But it's kind of having leaving me wanting the original a little bit more because I kind of like a little bit of that clean sound. I like the guitar rocking, but the reverb and the distortion and everything and the echo that they have hanging over everything is a little much for me. But maybe I'll change my mind the second time through. You never know. It happens. It definitely happens. So let's bring it back down here. It's just like, what if I just don't do it? What if I didn't do anything? Just pause there for a long time. So right out the gate, first off, I love the heavy drum hit intro. Very nice. Um, right off the gate, this isn't. This is just a difference that I noted. This I would say is neither good nor bad. It's just different. Um, and it's all personal preference which one you think it falls under. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, so in the beginning, I'm pretty sure in the original, it's very kind of short, not necessarily staccato short, but like it's kind of articulated. Uh, Marcato, there it is. Marcato. I was like, why can I not remember what the other one is? It wasn't staccato, it was more marcato, just very accented, just saying dun 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 dun, and then the last chord in there is supposed to be held. So it's supposed to have that very kind of that nice separation air between it. Dun 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 dun. So it has that nice contrast between the very accented marcato chords and then the more elongated, connected, just long note of the last chord. It's supposed to have that contrast in the guitaring there. For Jonathan Young, it was just there was no stop to any of those chords. Da 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 da, just all held out. So that caught my attention right away. I was just like, okay. I mean, it's cover, so it's different, and I can respect that. But it is like I was kind of like, all right. So that's the first thing I noted. It was kind of the long note chords here, and then the echoey vocal mix effect. So I'm gonna check all that out before going into the chorus here. I do like that. Nice little change there. I can respect that change. That's pretty cool. It's like he's trying to marcato it, but it's just like the distortion is just kind of putting the notes together and kind of carrying from one note to the other. So it's like he's trying to. Is just with a heavier distortion from the more rock metal chords. Okay, I can get over that. That's fine. Cookie with a long history of breaking little hearts like the one in me. Yeah, it's like she's got like a ton of echo and a reverb on her. It's just so spacey. But on top of that, she's like buried under the guitar in the mix. So it also feels like she's distant, echoey, spacey, distorted. It's like it's not bad, but it's like for me, it's like super noticeable, and my ears are just like, "What is going on here?" So, nothing wrong with her vocals. I like the energy, and she's definitely coming with that energy intensity that I was saying she needed to come with. She came with it, and I respect that. And I like that about her singing. It has nothing to do with her. What happened with the mix? Someone, in my opinion, fucked around with the mix a little too much. They got a little too liberal with the mix. Is all I'm saying. So I don't exactly remember how it goes. I know I said I knew the guitaring a little bit. I just know that there's usually little stops and in there, and some dun 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 duns in there as well. And I like that John took that and was just like, okay, well, I'm gonna have some intricate guitar strumming in here, but I'm gonna do it my way. And I can respect that. I think there's some interesting kind of offbeatish, on offbeat, kind of syncopated, very chunky hits in here. It was pretty interesting. Da 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 da, and then going back into it. That's some pretty interesting syncopated hits there. That's okay. Let's see how you do it. Some very strong. That was a very strong vibrato that she had in there. And yeah, something about the way she sang that. That was good. Oops, shit. I pushed the wrong button. That's okay. You hear that like very tight, very fast vibrato she puts in there? That's beautiful. I like that. Do it. You hear that tight vibrato in there, just that smooth articulation she's got. Very beautiful rock rounded sound to it. She's singing very well. And I like the outfit. The outfit's great. Now the chorus. I said there's some really good harmonies going on in the chorus, and I like some of the nice chunking chord sounds from the guitar. Let's listen for that. Let's go back a little bit and listen for that. Get down to it, hit me with your best shot. I think what's especially powerful about the harmony that she puts in here into the chorus is that it helps make her louder. It kind of helps escape the mix of her being so quiet in comparison to the guitar, when the vocals are supposed to be way above the guitar. Like, the vocals are the most important thing for most of the song to be able to hear. It's just how Western music goes. And so her harmonizing herself, not only is it a beautiful harmony, it sounds really good, but also helps give her extra sound, extra volume, which kind of helps push her at equal to above level to the guitar, which is like, yes, we're here, we got there. So not only is it just a great harmony in general, but I like that it makes her louder. So yeah, first off, I like the ticka ticka. I like the kind of very articulated chunkiness of those chords. I miss a little bit just because I think I'm so used to hearing it. The ticka dan ticka dan ticka dan dan dan. I kind of miss hearing that a little bit, but I kind of like the ticka 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 kind of stuff that he was doing there. I can dig it. I can get behind it. I miss that sound, but like I kind of like what he switched it up with. It's not bad. So let's get down to it. Hit me with your best shot. Why don't you hit me with your best shot? Hit me with your best shot. Fire away. Yeah, Savannah's got some good power to her voice. Like, she definitely can do rock songs very well. Like, it sounds like she can also do some kind of smoother, more jazzy pop songs very well too. She just kind of has that natural good breathiness to her voice. But she definitely is in a good element for rock music as well. She has some good power in her vocals. That mixed with those beautiful harmonies and that vibrato she's got going, like, Savannah sounds clean in this song. When the mix is not getting in her way, she sounds absolutely clean in this song. Like, I agree with the comment that said that her voice was really well made for the song. Like, definitely, absolutely agreed. So after, we'll go a little bit back here to get the end of this chorus again. After the chorus, I was expecting, I don't remember if it happens during the second verse or in the middle of the second verse or maybe later verse or something. I didn't remember where it came in, but I was expecting the doom 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 doom, just kind of like the single individual notes. That's just kind of this playful little melody that's going on under the verse, which is different than the first verse. I was waiting to kind of hear something like that, but some like kind of rock metal version of it. And not only did it sound like John didn't do that, but it sounds like he just copied the first verse and put it in the second verse. So not only did he not do that, but he didn't replace it, as far as I remember, with anything. So it's like, instead of having it, we're going to not have it. But don't worry, we're going to replace it by not having it. So like, I don't know, maybe he did something, I just didn't catch it. Let's listen again here, but that definitely caught my attention. So let's listen for that. Yeah, I can't remember if it's supposed to be that one or a different one. I just remember not hearing it in general, but you're pretty sure it's supposed to be during the second verse, because I don't think there's a third verse. Pretty sure there's not. Pretty sure it's, after the chorus it goes to the solo and to the bridge and then back to the chorus. So I don't think there's another verse. So I'm pretty sure it's supposed to happen in that one. And like, there was some few pauses, but it was kind of very similar, almost the same thing he did in the first verse. So like, it's like, not a big deal in the grand scheme of the piece, the grand scheme of the song, to not have the little playfulness of that melody in there. That's okay, but it's like, it's just, I would have been totally cool if he was just like, that's really cool, but I want to do something different. I want to do something else with it. I would have been cool with that. But just to be like, I could, but it would just be easier for us to just not do it and just do the same thing and just focus on the vocals instead. It's just like, okay. I guess I can understand that choice, but just like, I don't know, it feels a little allergic to me, I ain't gonna lie. But it's fine. But yeah, I don't know if the mix changed or just at this point you can kind of get used to where her voice is in the mix. But like, yeah, the second verse sounds like way better than the first verse. Like, she just has this great power in her voice, and I love it. See if I care, knock me down. Yeah, that little growl in there. She does a lot more of that at the end, but like, just a little touch of that. I like that sound. Nice little kind of stretch emotional vocalization she adds in there, like that. We're gonna let it go through here because it's a short course and we're like a few seconds away from the guitar solo, so let's just let it keep going. Loud as growls, keep them coming. The good stuff. I do like the video presentation there. It's just like, solo time. That's good stuff. Oh no, that's not a Goofy movie. That's the solo he did for Kiss the Girl. That's a solo for Kiss the Girl. It's like, it's almost the same. Let's see. Yeah, which is not, now that I think about it, is not the solo from Pat Benatar. So he altered the solo and then made it the same exact solo that he wrote for Kiss the Girl, which was originally was not in Kiss the Girl. So okay, let's see if it changes up a little bit. There's maybe a few moments where it does line up with the Pat Benatar solo, but that is with a few note alterations there, maybe in a different key. That is verbatim the solo he wrote for Kiss the Girl. Well, he just copied and pasted that solo. I mean, don't get me wrong, it sounds sick, but it sounded really sick the first time he did it. Or this could be the first time he did it, and then he I don't remember when Kiss the Girl came out. I assumed it was 2014, 2015 that we had gone through it by this point, but I can't remember. Either really cool the first time he wrote it here, and then he copied it later, or he just copied it now. Either way, it's the same solo. So, it was a sick solo, but it's kind of weird knowing that it's a copy. So I would have, with that in mind, it would have been nice if he kind of borrowed a little bit more from the Pat Benatar solo, but it's okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. Anything I got after here, like 130, few seconds here, the drums and the vocal grit and growliness, which we've been hearing consistently, but I think she has a few more in there. So first off, the nice little kind of nice little roll there, nice little fill there, but now this like every beat ta 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 ta, this kind of building energy that the drum's creating here. Very nice, very nice. I don't know what this is. And I think while the guitar is doing the da 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 da, while it's doing that, a little bit distant and whatnot, I think I heard the bass just kind of, also building the energy with the drums there. It's a very nice touch. Woo! Not only was there some nice ground grit in there, but then that I'm pretty sure there was a falsetto note for her with the vibrato in there, almost like a little bit of a trill. With I felt like it was a little bit of an open vibrato that was almost trill-like, but it sounded like John for a second because it went up to falsetto, so I just kind of naturally expected John to sound like that. But first off, that like that little quick fill solo there from the guitar kind of makes up for the guitar solo, because that was pretty fucking sick. Yeah, it's like it's not like a super tight vibrato, so it almost feels like a trill there, which it might be. I do not know, but I like how she starts the note and then jumps it up. Like that's sick. That's some good vocal work there. Okay. Continuing on, is there anything else here? Once we get back into the choruses, which is where we're going, he started doing some cool guitar tapping in there, mixed with some more awesome vocal power coming out from Savannah here. Let's hear that. I don't even. That might not even be. That might not be. I mean, it could be tapping, but that might just be hammer-ons and shit. Like, hold on, I love your vocals, but I'll try to see the guitar. Yeah, it's kind of like a little bit of tapping, a little bit of hammer-on action. Okay, very sick. Now let's hear this belting solo from Savannah here. Okay. Whew. Okay, I want to hear that again. So not only is that a nice jump up to that higher octave note there, higher register note, but also she puts a little bit of sharpness in the tone and even vibratos it a little bit while belting it. Like, okay, you know what? Legit respect right there. And then a very nice, interesting outro there. I like that. Alright, just in general, not bad. It's like the first... it's just the verses. There's something weird going on with the verses, both mix wise for the first one and then guitar wise for the second one. There's just kind of a lot that's like missing, or a lot mix wise that's kind of mixed around that just feels a little weird, at least to my ears personally. You can disagree, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you think it's all perfect and that you disagree with my assessment, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's what makes music beautiful. Just to me personally, to my reaction, to my ears, to my listening, it feels like there's something wonky going on with that mix. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't enough to take me out of the moment completely and to ruin the song for me. Because not only was those just chunky rock metal chords just still sounding really good, but also Savannah has some like she came alive on this song. Like, she's done very well on other songs as well. Do not get me wrong. But like it was almost like her voice was made. The voice and the power that she can get in her voice was like made for like Pat Benatar. Like, a great mesh, but with her voice in this song. Like, so definitely did not take away from the moment of the song or the piece itself. Really well done, especially the last like minute or two of the song. Well, it's only 2 minutes long. Last minute of the song, they're just fucking, they're crushing and firing on all cylinders. So like, absolute respect for that. Great shit. Liked it. What do we got next? Something about thing and the you're not doing the thing, and with the drag me down. Honestly, what I meant by that. I don't know what drag me down is. Hold on, let's see if I can find it real fast. No, there we go. Yes. One Direction. Okay. Yo, that One Direction that they chose and went with. I've not listened to a lot of One Direction. I think there was another cover he did of One Direction at some point. I think it was like 2014, and I think I remember Jonathan Young covering it, having some really great harmonies and whatnot in there that he did with himself. So it does the punk goes pop style. So there could be some screaming in here. Hold on now. Trying to see if I see any Travis or anything. No, it looks like it's all Johnny. So okay. That could be pretty good. That could definitely be pretty good. Thank you all for joining me. John, thank you for the music. Savannah, thank you for the beautiful vocals. It's appreciated. And I will see you all next time.